Alright people, what's up everyone, and welcome to another reaction video, I guess. I don't know, is this a reaction? I don't know. I guess it is me reacting to something, but I'm also voting. It's time for day 2, or part 2, or round 2, I guess. Round 2 of the Player's Voice 2024 award for, of course, the Game Awards. We have a week until the Game Awards. We have literally 7 days. Still need to finish Rebirth. At least Rebirth. That's my... I want to play a little bit more Metaphor. I'm about 6-7 hours in. So not very far, but I want to at least have a good chunk of that done so I could be like, oh, you know. I've heard it's like a 70-80 hour game, so shit ain't gonna get done next week. But especially now we have Marvel Rivals coming out, and I got Indiana Jones. I want to play the Thing remaster. It's not gonna happen. But this is round 2. And oh, before we get started, I actually pulled up my video here so I can remember exactly what I voted for. So my 10, I know like half of these are not going to actually get in there, but I voted for them just to shout them out. Okay, so the ones I voted for from the 30 that were selected or picked to be voted for them: Astrobot, Balatro, which that's not making it in. You know what? Let me go through the ones I don't think will make it in. Astrobot, I'm pretty sure will probably make it in. Balatro, no. Just because everyone was shitting on it. I was like, what the fuck is Balatro? It's a card game? How about my booby anime game? So Balatro's not going to make it just because people are assholes. You know how many tweets I've seen where people say, what the fuck is Balatro? And then they play Balatro, they're like, oh, alright. Okay, that was pretty good. So Balatro won't make it though, sadly. Black Myth Wukong will definitely make it. That was another one. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, I'm going to say yes, because, I mean, it's very popular. And people really like it, but it also is one of the highest selling games of the year. I'm going to say yes. Dragon's Dogma 2, no, definitely not. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I think, is pretty much a lock. Hold on, what's the other one? No, don't listen to him. Shut up, Gore. Okay, come on. I'm going through the video. Oh, here we go. Metaphor, I think that might be a lock. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to say yes. Silent Hill 2, that's definitely not making it. Sonic X Shadow Generations, I would assume is a lock. I'm going to say yes. And then Stellar Blade, that's definitely a lock. Anything else? I think that's it. That was 10. Yeah. So Silent Hill 2 is not making it. And Balatro is definitely not making it. Dragon's Dogma is definitely not making it. I think that's the only ones I could say is definitely not making it. But I feel like Genshin's there. That's going to get nominated again. Zenless Zone Zero definitely will. Oh, I forgot about that weathering game. What was it called again? Hold on. I just saw it. Now I can't find it. There you go. Weathering Waves. That will probably make it. So that's 3 right there. Space Marine 2 might make it too, because everybody loves that. Warhammer's huge. Persona 3 Reload is there. Like a Dragon won't make it. I'm just looking at all the other nominees here that could potentially be. I don't know about that Mobile Legends Bang Bang game. Is that popular? That's a funny title though. Dragon Age the Veilguard. Black Ops 6. I didn't even think about that. That might make it. Ooh, oh, I don't know. Okay. Shit, I don't know. Now, I'm gonna say Silent Hill 2 definitely not. Dragon's Dogma 2. I mean, if we get rid of that and fuck, I don't know. Damn. Now I'm not too sure we'll make it. Well, let's just find out. Let's find out, I guess. Let's go. Player's Voice is right there. So let's find out. Here we go, baby. You ready? Let's go. Wait, hold on. No. What? Wait, all right. Well, hold. I'm sorry. Hold on a second. Oh my fuck. Wait, no. Okay, Sonic's not here. That's not what I'm freaking out about before some idiot that still doesn't know I was being sarcastic through that whole Sonic versus Shadow. I mean Sonic versus Genshin thing. That's not what, like, Sonic not being here, that's actually surprising. That's not what I'm freaking about. Where the fuck is Astrobot? What? How the fuck did... Oh my god. Elden Ring's not even a full fucking game. Astrobot didn't make it. Astrobot, definitely one of the best games of the year, didn't make it. But Genshin Impact made it again. Didn't even come out this year. Didn't come out last year. Didn't come out the year before. It came out 4 or 5 fucking years ago. Whichever how many years at this point. Oh my god. Oh my god. At least Endless Zone Zero came out this year. Okay, that's fine. That should be there. Sure. Weathering Waves, I think, came out this year. I have no idea. I think that's just another Gooner fucking You know what's funny is that whenever I say Gooner thing, people think it's a negative. First of all, I like that stuff. I'm just joking when I say that, and not really. I do think it's Gooner shit, but I don't see it as a bad thing. Really, I don't really care. Why does it say votes cast 0 of 29? By the way, oh, it's because I didn't. I voted for everything else. What? I did a whole video where I voted for all the other awards. Oh, whatever. Um, But it's just whatever. It is. I'm sorry. It is. Like when every time there's a female there and her tits jiggle like it's the fucking like it's made out of water balloons. Like I'm sorry. That's Gooner stuff. Great. I love it. That's awesome. 10 out of 10. It should be in every game. But let's not act like it's not. Like Stellar Blade is Gooner shit. It's a great game and it should be here. I'm glad it's there. Unsurprising it's there considering. Everybody was like, fuck Balatro. Stellar Blade should be in there, which, by the way, that's no, definitely not. Balatro is definitely one of the best games of the year. Stellar Blade is also, but it's just Balatro is higher, I think. Metaphor made it. That's good. Rebirth made it. Pal World, I wasn't even considering. I didn't even bring it up. Or did I? Maybe I did. I wasn't even considering. Helldivers 2, I wasn't even thinking about either. I'm thinking of those games right now. They're not as hype as they were when they first came out earlier this year. Because those two blew up. Like, Power was huge, and then Helldivers 2 was huge, and they were like a couple weeks in between each other. So it was just like, whoa. It was like a 2-3 week span of just Power World and then Helldivers 2 for another few weeks, and then I think Final Fantasy came out, and then whatever else came out. I have no idea. I don't remember anymore. That early in the year. Yeah, it was crazy. The first half of this year was insane when it comes to like successes. But yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that. So Wuthering Waves, I'm sure is it's definitely I'm sure Gooner shit, but really Zenless Zone Zero definitely is. And it's Genshin Impact should not be here. I'm sorry. Just yeah, I know you love it. I know it's your favorite thing, and it saved you from a life of sadness or whatever. And you spent millions of dollars to get Kagome with big tits, but it should not be here. I'm sorry. Elden Ring, you know what? At least, even though it's DLC, at least it's fucking new. I guess, I mean, if you're going to count now, actually, I'm going to go back on that. If we're going to count Elden Ring at DLC as a new game, Genshin Impact got a bunch of new updates. Sure. So if we're going to count DLC for Elden Ring, I guess we should count Genshin Impact, right? Because, hey, you could say what you will. Genshin Impact, even though it's not free, there's the possibility you can get it for free. And also, it seems like a lot of the characters you can get relatively early on. I could be wrong. Where Elden Ring, you have to, from what I've heard, you have to play like 40 hours of the original Elden Ring before you can even get to the Shadow of the Erdtree shit. Which means it's not its own game. It's DLC. It is. We shouldn't have this argument anyway. It's not its own game, meaning it's not a game. Because if you buy Shadow Erdtree, you can't just play it. I'm sorry. If you don't have Elden Ring, you can't play Shadow Erdtree. You could buy Shadow Erdtree and be like, all right, here we go. Let's play this Elden Ring game, Shadow Erdtree. And then you start playing like, it requires Elden Ring. What? I'm sorry? What does it require? It's like, what? Excuse me? Whatever. Some people just don't get that. If it's not a game. I'm sorry. It's additional content for a game. It is not a game, though. This is game of the year. Genshin Impact at least is a game. It's not labeling Genshin Impact version 2.89769 fucking 420. Like it says Genshin Impact, just straight up the entirety of that game. If it said Elden Ring, it would still be like what? But if it's just said Elden Ring, it would be like the entirety of Elden Ring again. I'm like, all right. I mean that's bullshit, but whatever. I mean Genshin Impact is older than Elden Ring, so I'll be like, all right, well, I guess that's fair. We're gonna count Genshin Impact still. Whatever. I don't know. Anyway, let's vote, I guess. Especially since I'm like out of liquid. That's the end of the liquid. All right. So what else got shafted? Dragon Ball got shafted. That's crazy. Silent Hill 2, unsurprising there. Is there anything else that's obvious? Balatro, Astrobot is fucking insane. That should definitely be here. I don't know what the fuck y'all were smoking. Astrobot is the jolliest game of all time. Space Marine 2 not being there is actually kind of surprising. Dragon Ball is really surprising. I thought that would definitely get in there because of how much it sold and how well it was received and how much everybody loves it. Sonic not being there is crazy, but like people still think that Sonic versus Genshin Impact thing was like a serious thing and not sarcasm from me, which is ridiculous. I don't really care that much because that I guess you could argue that's DLC, I guess. I mean, it's a full-on new game, and you could play it straight from the beginning. And also, it comes with Sonic Generations Remastered, so like when you buy Elden Ring Shattered Erdtree, it does not come with the original game remastered in any form. It's just the same game if you get the deluxe edition or whatever. I think there's in there like a version of Elden Ring Shattered Erdtree that comes with the original. I guess it's way more expensive, but way even more expensive than regular Shadow of the Erdtree, which is like what $40. From what I heard, it's worth it. If you love Elden Ring, it's a lot more. Even though I've heard also a lot of complaints about Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, so I don't know. I've heard like some of the bosses are like fucking ridiculous. So ridiculous in a bad way, not a good way. But I don't know. I don't play that fucking game, and I don't know. So I'm gonna vote for. Well, I guess I gotta go with the ones I've played. No, I'm just gonna I'm gonna go with what I want. All right. So anyway, Genshin, and then no, no, I'm just kidding. Wuthering Waves. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. I gotta go with games I played. Also, ones I would like to see win, even though maybe I haven't played them. So I'm gonna go with Black Myth Wukong, Metaphor. Even though I'm only like 7-8 hours in, maybe 6, 7, 8 hours. I don't even remember now. Stellar Blade. I actually did finish that. That's actually the only one here I've finished. I mean, most of these are games you can't finish, to be fair. Like 5 of these aren't. Well, I guess you could probably finish Power. You can finish the content up to a point, but then there's more content. You know what I mean? Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I have a vote for sure. I guess you know what? I did play Zenless Zone Zero. I did like it. And I'm sure it's going to get nominated. I'm sure it's going to win. Elden Ring. All right. I'm just gonna pick. I'm gonna pick what I think is not gonna win. I don't think Helldivers 2 is gonna make it in the top 5. I'll pick it Helldivers 2. All right, now let me make a guess on what the 5 are gonna be in a few days. I think it's gonna be Black Myth Wukong. I'm gonna say the votes will be spread out enough where maybe Genshin Impact won't make it this time. So I'm gonna say Black Myth Wukong, Zenless Zone Zero, Elden Ring, Stellar Blade, and Rebirth. That's my 5. I think that's probably gonna be the 5. I think Metaphor won't make it just because it's not Goonery enough. It's who knows? People love Metaphor, so it could make it in there. Actually, I could see maybe even Stellar Blade dropping out. Maybe I don't know, but who knows? It might be fucking Black Myth Wukong, Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, Endless Zone Zero, and Elden Ring. That's the 5. I think Black Myth is definitely in there, considering how huge that game was and still is. Like people, hundreds of thousands of people are still playing that game a day, and it's been out for almost 4 months. That's crazy. It's a single player game that you can finish in like 40 hours, and people are still playing it in droves. Obviously, a lot of it in China, but people love it here too. Until they decide they don't love it anymore, which I'm seeing a lot of that. Like, oh, but it was just an action game. Oh, I'm sorry. What is any of these besides maybe Metaphor? They're all action games. Well, to be fair, I don't know what Wuthering Waves is exactly. I don't think I've seen gameplay for Wuthering Waves. I'm assuming it's very Genshin-like. I would just assume, but all these are action games. I don't know what the fuck that criticism is. Elden Ring, you could just say is an action game. Black Myth also has a lot of RPG elements, and a lot of them are actually really good. Like the character building in that game is actually very well done. I'm gonna stick with these 5. That's my that's them. I think. Because I haven't played Helldivers 2 yet, but everything I've seen of it looks amazing. And I need a 5th one, so I haven't really I play a little bit of Zenless Zone Zero, but not enough. Especially since it's been 5 months, and I'm sure that game has changed enough where, yeah. So, all right. Last round is this Monday. I'm shocked that Astrobot's not here. That's fucking... I really thought that was a lock. That's crazy. Astrobot is such a fucking great game. That just shows if it was Mario in the fucking... if it was Mario in place of Astrobot, then people would be sucking its dick. To be fair, it is a PlayStation exclusive, but like I feel like Astrobot's still a relatively unknown character compared to like Mario or whatever, which is a shame. It's a damn shame. Anyway, because I will say right here, from all the games I've played here, I think Astrobot's better than them all. So, but again, I haven't played enough Metaphor to tell you if that's the case for the entire runtime. I'm assuming that won't be the case. Astrobot is so fucking good. It's such a great game. All I just don't understand it. It really is the new, like, for me, it's like the new Mario Galaxy. Like, when that game came out, it's just like, whoa. It's like, whoa. And, yeah. Anyway, that's it. That's it. Oh, just a little, wait. I already submitted it. Why is it? Yeah, okay. Vote submitted again. Oh, yeah. Double the votes. Anyway. That's it. Elden Ring will definitely make it though. No, I can't vote for it. I haven't played it. So, that's it. Bye.